I'd like to welcome everyone to the second head-to-head for the Battle of the Olympians in the year of the Olympics. You know, it's a great privilege for me as a promoter to sit on this table with a gold medalist from the Olympic Games, a bronze medalist from the Olympic Games, and a young man who is the only young British heavyweight who's beating the man who we hope is going to win a gold medal for Britain in the super heavyweights, Dillian White. Everyone knows everyone, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking. Just to tell you, the show is the Liverpool Echo on October the 13th. I listened to these two talk yesterday. I know we're going to be in for a great fight. It has 3 title fights on it, all featuring Liverpool boys. It has a great undercard featuring Dillian White, a young heavyweight, Matt Skelton on there, and a host of Liverpool fighters. With that, I'll just throw the floor of questions to Harry Holland, who's working here with Audley, David, Franny, and Dillian White. So, fire away with questions.
Frank, it seems like you're going to be putting a lot of your power behind Dillian now to promote him.
On the advice of this young man, who works well with Dillian and Franny, he's a young heavyweight, and you know, to me, there is 2 types of boxing in the heavyweight division. Please just give me the heavyweight division, it's easier.
David, what was that advice?
We haven't worked with Dillian last year. Me and Franny, we just said, we got potential to go a long way, so we just said to Frank, Dillian's going to do something, so I'm sure you'll have him to I'm sure he will have anyway.
And when this man moves on to the world stage, as long as we get past this man, I need the next British champion to keep everything in there. Is that right, man? Go ahead and talk.
Sorry I'm late today, first thing. Obviously, got off the plane. Bit jet lag last night, I thought I could make it, so apologies for being late. I know with Nicola had been fighting for today, I know the best want to be over there. But obviously, great opportunity for me. Obviously, I've fallen down many times, always found a way to get back up. And as I said, my career was never going to end off TV fighting Ali Adams in a small hall in Brentwood, Essex. Although 2,500 people were there, had a great time. Really, gave me a real positive support. This is where I'm supposed to be, back under the lights, in a big fight, huge fight. Obviously, David H.Ishora was a big fight this year, and I think this fight can match that fight. British and Commonwealth title on the line, 2 Olympians, gold medalists, bronze medalists. Obviously, David Price on the way up. Hasn't really put a foot wrong. Mr. Harrison on the way down. What does he have left? Does he have anything left? And being an Olympic year, they're definitely going to see an Olympic performance from me. Honestly, can say since 2004, the Shell Sisia was the last time I enjoyed myself in the boxing ring. It was the last time I enjoyed myself as a boxer. After that fight, I haven't really enjoyed myself in a boxing ring. In 2011 is really when it started going back to the gym. And my last fight with Ali Adams was the first time since then I enjoyed myself in the ring. And that's because the training camp, every injury I had when I wanted to come back, came back and plagued me for the last fight with Ali Adams. I basically had 1 week of sparring, elbow broke down, I had to go back to fight, knee was playing up, pec was playing, every injury that I had. But it was like, it was just testing me, do you really want to come back? He said, you want to come back. So I almost pulled out of that fight, and I watched the video of Ali Adams. Before I made that decision, I watched the video of him. I said, oh my God, he's so bad. If I can't beat him at 30%, 40%, I shouldn't be boxing. So I took that fight as a little test for myself, and obviously coming through that, and just the way I felt, how confident I felt, it's just the old Audley's back. And it's taken me a long time, fighting the system and just losing my love for boxing. Definitely 2012, which is ironic being an Olympic year, fighting an Olympian, it's definitely back. So I know I'm in a tough fight, David Price, obviously, I'm grateful for the opportunity. They didn't have to come this route, even though I called them out. Tyson Fury, I believe would have been an easy option. I think this is the guy in the linear. If you look at Lennox and the people who've gone on Olympics, he's a national champion, Commonwealth Games gold medalist, Olympic bronze medalist. I'm a two-time national champion. I'm a Commonwealth Games gold medalist, Olympic gold medalist. So this is the linear. You know, Tyson Fury, actually he even beat Tyson Fury quite comfortably in the amateur. So, you know, I know what this fight means. And like I've said yesterday, win, lose or draw, 100% I'm turning up. And, you know, I'm leaving in the ring.
Frank, can you just sit back a bit? You're blocking all the out. You are.
Uli, you said that about last enjoying yourself. Is there any envy where, you know, Price is in his career? He's got a lot of hunger at the moment, a lot of momentum.
No envy at all. Each man, you know, there's a saying, those who have their own pathway, I don't need no map. You know, everyone was trying to tell me how I should do it, and this thing hasn't been done this way. And it's like, it didn't work the way I wanted it to work. You know, maybe there was a bit of naivety in my grand master plan that I thought all the promoters would just welcome me taking away food from their table. Because obviously my plan involved being the master of my own destiny, my own manager. But there's no envy, because my pathway is my pathway. I've fallen down many times, but that was just part of my journey. You know, in terms of growing up, I was 31 years of age, Olympic gold medalist, MBE, you know, obviously financially secure, controlling my own destiny, living life. But I'm still a boy, that still needs to grow up. And so all the knocks I've had to go through, it's just been part of my journey. You know, I'm like, back then I was single, living the lifestyle, traveling the world, and just living life all in the fast lane, because I wanted to take it all, and I didn't want to leave nothing on the side. You know, I know when I'm old and grey, they put me in a coffin. I know I've lived my life. I've got the knocks, got the bruises, so I'm happy. I've fallen down, never given up on myself, and I knew that I'm going to get back to this place. So, you know, at 40 years of age, obviously there's injuries. I'm not the guy that was 30, but I'm definitely still got a lot to offer.
This is Nick Hoffman from boxinaction.com. I'd like to ask you, really, would you agree with hindsight that what David has done in taking on a very experienced manager would be better than what you did?
No, I wouldn't agree. I wouldn't agree. I think everyone's got a blazing trail, and if you don't do that, then there's always people going to come behind you. And people won't come behind you if you don't blaze a trail. If you look at what I done, I came through when there was no other promotional entity as a fighter. Now there's Haymaker Promotion, there's Calm Promotions, there's Kawasaki Promotions, Hatton Promotions. None of that would have happened if there wasn't A-Force Promotions. So unfortunately for me, I'm the first guy who's gone through. I'm the one who suffered all the resistance, and so it's very hard for me to go through. David's doing, their way is a tried and tested method. My way, I went a different route. As you see, after me, David Hay was able to come through, no pressure, no discussions about him being his own promoter, his own manager. So it has been done after me. Me being the first guy, then obviously it didn't work for me. But many people are going to be coming in the future. That's a good way to go. Working with a tried and tested manager, working with a promoter. But this is the future. This is the future, whether you like it or not. It's the future. You look in America, Golden Boy Promotions. You look at, you know, Golden Boy, Floyd Mayweather. Everyone's doing it now because, and it's not a knock on the old system, but it's time to move. We have to move forward. And it's like, I know how to negotiate a contract as good as any promoter.
I'll give him that.
As good as any manager. I understand the game, and so I know what I was looking for. But it hasn't worked. You know, remember I was 17 years old, regardless of the future of the heavyweights. Like I said, 2004, after Rochelle Sicily, and I was still unbeaten, I fell out of love with boxing.
You told us about the good side. What about the bad side? You had BBC. Give me £1 million a fight.
No, 1 million, I wish. 1 million a fight.
Well, that's what was reported.
Don't believe, come on, you can't believe it, believe in the paper.
Well, you can't believe it.
Paper had me.
If there's no other answer, you have to believe it.
Yeah.
But the situation is, if that's correct what you say, then how can you possibly sit there and say what you did was correct? The BBC now will not touch boxing because of all the answers.
No, that's not the case.
Well, that's what they say.
Well, I know, but you're saying stuff that's in the papers, and the papers is 10% true, 9%.
Well, you tell me what the BBC's told you then.
The BBC, I'll tell you what the BBC told me. They told me, Audley, we believe that you can be a heavyweight champion of the world. We believe you can do it.
Right.
We're going to support it. No, you asked me, I'll tell you. We believe you can be heavyweight champion of the world. So we're going to give you your own deal, and we're going to set up your own promotional entity. We're going to allow you to do what you want.
When they say this, beginning or the end?
Huh?
When they say that?
No, all the way through.
All the way through?
In the
so
end.
why have they brought this fight?
The reason why the
Frank didn't sell. I could have booked it.
Yeah. There's a bigger story. This is not the forum for me to discuss, but I will discuss it once. This is not about the promotional network. I know why the BBC came back to boxing. The same way I know why, if you look at the Olympic program now, the World Class Performance program, that's there now. That's got a full boxing team with male and female. I know why that's there. Do you know why that's there?
Anyway, I mean, Audley is a trailblazer. As much as I, and I'm the first to criticise him. When he went pro, I called him every name under the sun.
And more.
And more, yeah. I think he done it wrong, and I still think today he done it wrong.
So, right.
He's wrong about David Hay. David Hay started off with the promotional team. I led David Hay to his world title fights before he broke his contract.
Right.
So I believe the tried and tested way is the right way to do it. He believes his way. But we're here to sell a fight. He's come back the tried and tested way. He hasn't got any worry now. He's just got to prepare for this fight and try and re-establish himself. Is that right, Rob?
Yeah, I'm not a martyr in this fight. I'm just a fighter in this fight. But in terms of, like I said, just finally to close that point off. Each man, like I said, has his own pathway. I'm still on my pathway. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. Okay, so we're still going on. The story is complete. They asked me what my legacy is. You look at those Olympians there, that's part one of my legacy. Because that wouldn't have happened had I not won a gold medal. That's what started the World Class Performance Program. That funding there, that produced the Amir Khan story, the David Price story, the James DeGale story, and the story now. Because those athletes now, we've always had good athletes. What we didn't have was funding. So that's what my gold medal does. That's my legacy on that side. This is my own personal journey now. I said I'm going to be a world champion when I turn professional. And I'm still fighting on that journey. Haven't given up yet. Most people have written me off, but every time you write me off, I find a way to come back. And like I said, it weren't never going to end off TV fighting Ali Adams in Brentwood, Essex, where they actually gave me a great rousing reception. It's on a big stage, and I'm definitely turning up. So it's not over yet.
Audley, what would your advice be to the guys coming out of this Olympics? Now there is the funding that wasn't when you were there.
But there weren't funding for the professional game is still the professional game. In the amateur game, when I wanted to turn pro in '98 after the Commonwealth, and I said, look, if I don't get funding, I'm turning pro. And so is everyone else, because we ain't got no money, I'm in debt, and I believe I can win you a gold medal. And I became a little politician. I set up the Amateur Boxing Union of England. I remember marching from Victoria.
What do you advise these guys now?
But they've got funding now. So these people have got funding, so that's a comfortable choice that they can make. It's a nice position that they're not in a desperate position. Obviously, your gold medal. Boxing is one of those unique sports that we have a second sport. Whatever Michael Phelps does, he'll go back and his next goal will be the Olympics in 4 years, even though he's retired now, or Rebecca Adlington. Their cycle is an Olympic cycle. That's their cycle. They're going to keep doing it. The professional boxing is different, that we have two sports. So we have, once you reach the pinnacle of boxing and you get to that mountain, the Olympic gold medal is like a Harvard degree. It's like going to Oxford. That sets you up to turn professional. People know about you because it's on BBC television, and you should be looking to turn professional because you conquered that mountain. There's another mountain to try and conquer, and obviously, as you see in my case, it's not guaranteed. Britain hasn't had an Olympic gold medalist go on and win a world title, so that tells you how hard it is to win an Olympic gold medal. It tells you how hard it is to go and win a genuine world title. Different sports. So what I advise them to do is I tell them that they're in a great position because they have world-class funding if they want to stay amateur, and they have a good setup now because they have the profile. It's all about profile. You've obviously got the ability, you're in the Olympics, you've won a medal. So I'd say they're in a great position, but they should probably be looking to turn pro.
Do you think Anthony's going to become a gold medalist? Josh?
Do you know what? I'm really excited about, Andy Joshua, a young kid, just like, look at his body, look at his physique. He just seems like he's destined for gold. I know he's had tough fights through, and but the Olympics really does separate. You win an Olympic gold medal, it takes something to go through round after round. You qualify for the Olympics, that's amazing. You win a medal in the Olympics, that's amazing. You win the gold, that's like out of this world. I've been there, I've done it, I know what it takes. And so Anthony Joshua, Anthony Ogogo, all the team, Nicola Adams is fighting today. It takes something to go round after round beating these fighters. Yeah, people say, oh, you get a gift. The harder you work, the more luck you have. So I think all of these guys now, especially with all the amount of medals that we won. I know how I felt in Sydney. Every time somebody won a medal, I heard Steve Redgrave won a medal, then Denise Lewis won a medal, then Richard Folds, Jason. Every time they won a medal, it boosted my confidence. So I know all of those guys who are in camp, they can't wait to go out there and represent boxing and get boxing on that podium here in the national anthem. So I just know those guys in that camp must be just pumped.
Audley, how much pride do you take out of the Olympians since?
What?
How much pride do you take out of the Olympians since 2000? All of our
Oh, big
boxers?
pride. Never, you know, that's going to go with me to my grave. That's an Olympic gold medal, something that had to be done for 32 years. This is the boy who grew up in Stonebridge, Northwest 10, Harrow, no qualifications, felt young offenders institution. To turn my life around how I've done. You see how happy I am?
What about the Olympians since you won the gold?
The Olympics is there. It's like a blaze on my chest, like a badge of honor here, 24/7, 365. That's how I walk around.
And what about our boxers since then in the Olympics? Do you take any pride in that?
Listen, like I said, I've just said it. Get to the Olympics and to win a gold medal, win any kind of medal, even just to go there. It's a badge of honor. It's a badge of honor. It's a proud moment to be there. You got your whole your team, got all these famous people who, you know, I went to the Olympics, nobody really knew who I was, other than boxing people. It's an amazing, amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment. And that's why I don't care what anybody says to me. Trust me, all the Harrison, I walk around proud, 24/7, 365, because I know what I've done. Less than 1% of the country's ever going to do. And so, you know what? It's all good. It's all good. You know, I'm like back in the limelight again in this big fight, and it's just I can't complain, man. Life has been good to me.
Frank, this fight's going to sell out by the sounds. I mean, has that got as much to do with David as it has with Audley?
Definitely. I mean, you know, it's a great fight, isn't it? I mean, you know, Audley talks about being blessed. I think I was blessed. You know, I'm the only English manager to lead the Olympic gold medalist to the world heavyweight title. I'm also
Canadian.
Sorry? Whatever he was, he still won it, and he won it under Great Britain.
Absolutely.
He was born in West Ham. And I'm going to take the first bronze medalist winner to the world heavyweight title. You know, I'm a great believer that I'm as blessed as Audley. So it's, yeah, and there's a story to the whole of this. This fight, I think, you know, we're up against the Olympics at the moment. We're not getting the coverage we should get. You know, with boxing doing what it is, I think, if we do well in the boxing in the Olympics over the next up until Sunday, this fight will then just follow straight on to that, because these are two Olympians. And you know, I agree with everything Audley Harrison says. It takes something special to get to the Olympics, and David will answer that question as well. What he went through, you know, these guys have done their career right. They've done it the proper way, in its own way.
Are you expecting a sell-out?
Sorry?
What does it hold?
I'm hoping for a sellout.
What will it hold?
Well, it'll hold 9,000.
About 9.
We set up, yeah.
I'll answer that question as well now. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, Audley Harrison's a big name that is going to attract a crowd to the fight, but it is in Liverpool. People want to see me fight. I'm coming through and I'm wrecking everything in my structure, you know, in my path. I mean, everyone who's putting in front of me and taking out, and that's what people want to see. People want to see excitement in the heavyweight division, and people want to see people getting put on the back, and that's what I've been doing. So a lot of people are going to want to come and see me fight for that reason.
David, quick question. After this fight's out of the way, I know you're due to fight out in Atlantic City, got close only. Is that something, after this fight, you're going to do more fights out in America, or are you going
That's something that Frank can deal with. He's really new manager. So, you know, that's up to Frank. I'm not looking one day past this Audley Harrison fight, because it's such an important fight for me and my future, my career, and it's such a dangerous fight. If it was to look past Audley Harrison, I'd be a foolish man.
Any more questions?
I think that answer, David, really encapsulates what I was saying before. That very sensibly, you are doing the job of management to an experienced person. Your job is to fight, and you're doing your job. It's like, this is a real it's like a man and wife combination.
I'm not the wife.
Fun?
I'm definitely not the wife.
Sure.
Oh, is it?
That's the wrong room. I've been reading the newspapers there all day. No, but seriously, it's a real compliment. See, it's team working together. I disagree entirely with what you said, unfortunately. I'd like to ask you, what advice would you give to Anthony Joshua? Would you say take the Audley route or the David route?
I'll say whatever route he's going to take, I'm hopeful that it's going to be the right route for him. He's 21 years of age. remember, I turned professional at 29 years of age. Still as a boy, but I've seen the world. And I've negotiated the world. And so I took it. And there's no regrets, like I said, there's no regrets, no complaints. And Andrew Joshua's got the whole world ahead of him. 21 years of age. I tell you what I will give him, and I will give him this, and I will say this to people. Had I got focused in life early on, who knows how great I could have been.
I agree.
I got focused in life. You're talking about 9 years of age coming out of Felton, talking about going back to college, 28 getting a university degree, 29 winning the Olympics, 30 becoming an MBE. Had I got this talent was always here. And a lot of people don't find their talent because they're out there running the streets, what I was doing. I got focused late in life. So what I will say to people is it's important that, because when I was 27 at university, I had these 18-year-olds having the time of their life. I couldn't do that because I had to stay focused. And so you should do it when it's free. You should take your education seriously and get an education if you can. Get qualifications some way, somehow, because life moves in the real time. You don't get a chance to pull it back. So at 29 years of age, I've got the world at my feet. I wanted to now go and celebrate and live my life because I didn't want to do it on catch up. So it's important that you do it when you're young and you stay focused. You realise your talents early because then you're not going to be playing chase. And what I'm really doing is playing catch up. You know, I'm 40 years of age now, age-wise, I'm still going. Because my goals in life are not achieved, and so I have to still keep going. So I think what I will say to people is it's very important that when you're young, that you stay focused and you try to make good decisions so you don't have to be on catch up. So that's what I will say. And Andy John is 21, so he's obviously doing it the right way. He had some bad news. He's obviously got focus because you got the talent to do it when you're younger, and you got the energy and you got the withdrawal to do it. So my important message is the bigger. Because I'm all about big picture. We can talk about did he do it right, irrelevant. I'm still here now, so we can move on. But what I will say, big picture, is stay focused in life, whether you got mum or dad, and make good decisions. And that's it. That's the big picture. Try to make good decisions because there is no regrets in life. There's only lessons.
Well, at 21, I think we're going to...
So we're going on to, we're hit about October 13th, so let's concentrate on October.
David, could I ask how important it is to be early in your career, to be boxing in your hometown? Because a lot of guys, like Joe Calzaghe, didn't really box in Wales, didn't build nothing up. Is it important to you to be boxing in Liverpool early in your career?
Yeah, it is for me. I've been lucky enough to I think the last 4 or 5 fights have been in Liverpool, and slowly but surely we're building the fan base, and again it's down to the performances and putting on the ring, bringing excitement, knocking people out, and the local fight fans are getting right behind me, and that's proven that we've moved from 80 in the last fight, which was 4,000 sellout, and now we're going to the Echo Arena, which is the next logical step up. And yeah, it's good for me to build this fan base, but you know, I don't want to just restrict myself to Liverpool because I am British at the end of the day, and I do want the whole country to get behind me and be happy.
Any more questions, or we do one-to-ones now? Okay, we do one-to-ones in the picture there.
Photo shoot, photo shoot.